big blue there is boiled, and so is the cat.
It's 9 o'clock. It did get down to 24 below last night. When I woke up to realize that, it was 1 degree inside the tent. Got the stove going, but now it's 15 below outside. And it's about 55 degrees in here.
Big hearts on the knees.
Just emerged into the wide, chilly world of a -4 degree day. It got chilly last night, but it's amazing how much the sun does wonders for temp. And
Welcome to Shugemery.
early. And with this, I mean, you can tap it right. The hatchet.
Made with love for you, Rob. It's got the bacon, the eggs, the bell peppers, the cheese, and the hamon. It's very good.
All right.
Don't want to be that guy in any situation.
Nice little downtime. Just, you know, processing some wood, get some kindling going, working on some knife skills, you know, fire craftings. But just like any day here in the Boundary Waters in these deep winter camps, chores are still ever present. So now we need wood, you know, not only for, you know, warmth and things like that, but also for cooking. So we need cooking wood. And we've been gathering a lot of it. There's a lot of down, like storm blowdown back that way. Magically delicious. Well, it's 6:30. Today went by really fast with all the work we did. And it's already 0, maybe just below 0. It's gonna be another cold night. But I wanted to show you something out on the lake. This is a picture I took.
like put platform log.
Hello.
Breakfast is served. Dance for your food, monkey. Dance. I choose you. Want to serve yourself first, buddy?
No.
Promise!
We just a matter of time. So here, start wearing purple. Pa-la-la-la-la. Start wearing purple for me now. All your sanity and wisdom will vanish. I promise. It's just a matter of time.
So I tell her, you know, I'm gonna go to church on Sunday. Meet you there.
After 4 days in the woods. Look alright. A little baggy, no worse for wear.
Fresh as a bean.
You look normal. Oh shit. Who's that guy? Good God. Just a fantastic day. The high was about 3 above 0. Right now it's right about 0 or 1. Got a couple inches of snow today. It was a steady, kind of a late snow all day. But it's been very peaceful. We did most of the chores yesterday, chopped some wood today, took a little nap, ate just a ton of food. A couple things I'm grateful for. One is the fact that I'm able to do these kinds of things, you know, not only with the people I'm with, but physically, like I'm physically able to come out here and do okay. I'm fortunate to have, you know, loose-headed friends that like to do the same thing as I do as well, so I'm very fortunate in that regard. And just the fact that spirit of adventure takes you to these places, and this is extreme for a lot of people. I would say for most people. For me, it's a great little winter trip. And tonight's the last night. We have dinner coming up, even more food. I think we're doing chicken fajitas tonight. And a big bonfire. And then tomorrow we pack up and head back to reality. But I'd like to thank you for coming along and enjoying this trip. It's been fantastic. I only wish and hope that you get an opportunity to do something like this, because it's not something normal people do. I don't think.
one much wonder. Oh, hi friends. How you doing? Nothing happening over here.
Just let it in. Hey, just let it in.
Woosah.
I know you can see this file from space. we have a great restaurant.
It is 8 in the morning. It is currently 19 below zero outside. It got down to about 23, 24 again last night. When the skies are clear and there's no cloud cover, that's when the temperatures really, really fall, because cloud cover actually works as like a blanket, really, and it kind of keeps the heat down in the earth. In here is 46 degrees currently, but we got it up to 88 degrees earlier. And now it's just packing, rolling everything up, packing everything away, clearing some of this space because breakfast is henceforth. But I think the plan is to wait till at least it gets to zero before we actually head out of here. Which won't take long with the sun for sure.
Window? Yeah, crack a window there, bud. You get this breakfast going, clean up camp, and...
Some of the thoughts I'm having as we're kind of just wrapping up and just kind of getting the mind around the trip ending is there's a lot of things that worked really, really well. But I think the number one thing for a trip like this is the people you're with. We have a solid group of guys, you know, not only from, you know, their sense of humor and their attitudes and, you know, their work ethic, all these kinds of things, that really, really made the trip that much better. Now, it only takes one asshole to kind of ruin everything, right? And if you don't know who that is, it's probably you. But I want to throw out a big thank you to all my buds on this trip. I'm sorry I missed you on this round. You know, to Shug, thanks for stopping out. It was great meeting him finally. Toots coming down from Canada, Miyagi from Wisconsin, fucking Milosh from Wisconsin, and then Andy Parrish all the way from Indiana just to come up and do this crazy, crazy stuff. So to you boys, hats off.
Screw you, Pelton!
Certainly, camp is abuzz with pack chores, everything being hauled out of the tents. We got a fire going, just kind of keep our hands warm because the tents are no longer heated. The one thing about hot tents, is they're usually the last things to go because you got a hot stove for the most part to deal with. That's got to cool down completely, get that removed, remove the chimney, let that cool down even more out there. Then once that's done, then you can go ahead and take down the tent. So this stove is made by Nico. It's the Alaskan. It's a very big stove. It's 24 inches long, 12 inches across, and 12 inches high. Now this is not my stove. This actually belongs to my buddy Sam. He's got a YouTube channel. 6'2" Magoo. He does some, a lot of these kinds of trips as well. I'll leave a link to his channel down below. But he was kind enough to let me bring this because I knew the temps were going to get really, really low, and this tent could needs that heat. Whereas the stove I have, it's just too small for these temps and for this tent. So I'm contemplating on getting one of these bad boys. All right, who's outside?
Me.
You got gloves?
Yeah.
Want to stand over by the chimney? Thank you. And this shelf just gives you so much more real estate for cooking and prepping, and it's not on direct heat, so you can always put stuff to the side to keep it warm. We also use the space underneath the stove to keep things warm as well when you're cooking bigger breakfasts. Just an all-around fantastic setup. It's still warm to the touch, not hot, but I think warm enough so I can handle it. Setup. Black River sleds out of Montana. 3 Plano boxes, one for the tent, one for the stove, and one for kind of everything else. But what's cool about the bins, you just throw stuff in there. You don't have to worry about it. And they're waterproof, and you can use them as steps, tables, chairs, and also, last thing, bring a big shovel, a big scoop shovel. You need that volume to really move some snow. But we're winding down. Everyone's packed up, 99.9%. We've got a lot of wood left, which is good. Check this out. It was days and days of just wood processing, making sure we had enough to not only keep warm, but for cooking, things like that. And then it's always good to cut more than you actually need, just in case there is an emergency. Someone falls through the ice, something like that, where you really got to get a long fire going, or a long burn in a stove going. It's good to have all this wood. So if someone stumbles upon this later, they'll be able to use this in the winter only, because this is a bog basically. In the summer, no one's coming back here. But I hope someone does stumble upon this site and they got some fresh wood waiting for them when they get here. Oh.
What's up, everybody? You're watching Miyagi on the Trail.
About 11:15, hovering right around 0, and maybe +5. In the wide open on Duncan Lake, heading from camp towards the portage. What a stellar week in the Boundary Waters. It got cold, it got hot, awesome food, awesome friends, just an awesome experience. If you like these kinds of videos, if you want to learn more about these kinds of things, consider subscribing to the channel. We do all kinds of crap like this. I appreciate you coming along. If you have any questions or comments for me, leave those down in the comment area below. Otherwise, find your own adventure and see as much of this big, beautiful world as you can. See you on the next one.